Hey ladies, a great question was posed today, and that is the one on comparison. Like, how do we stop comparing ourselves to other people? But I would like to pose just a little twist on this to make you think just a little bit about this. Now, that question makes it sound like comparing is bad. Now, comparing is bad if you're thinking everybody else is great and I suck. That is bad comparison. But let's just break it down a little bit more. Now, your brain is created to just analyze your environment and people around you and everything that's going on. That's how you stay alive. You're analyzing, you're comparing your ability to run away from that stranger if they attack you. Like, am I going to go down that alley at night? I'm going to analyze my environment to see if it's something that I should or shouldn't do. It just keeps you safe to analyze everything around you. When I'm walking down a path, I'm analyzing exactly where I'm going to place my feet, especially if there's like mud or rocks. I'm constantly analyzing my environment, and that's what comparison also is. But I would like to say that comparison can be a great thing because you compare your life with someone else's. If you can do that in a positive way, in a way of like celebrating the other person and what they're doing. If you love yourself enough, you really are able to celebrate other people even more. So say you see a picture of your friend on social media and they did this great thing. They won this race or whatever they're doing. If you can be like, man, I suck, I never do anything, that's negative comparison. But if you can go, wow, good for her, she did a great job, I wonder if I could do something like that. That is healthy comparison. You want to surround yourself, honestly, with people that are doing better than you and are possibly achieving high things, because that's how you can compare yourself where you're at and where you want to be. That's the comparison we want to do, is with ourselves. Any race that I run, I don't really run in a lot of races, but I'm always just to finish or to beat my own time. I did this many push-ups last week. I wonder how many push-ups I can do this week. It's that self-competitive just with myself. I don't care how many push-ups you can do. That doesn't help me get any better. But I do kind of want to know how much you do, because wow, I wonder if I could do that too. That is healthy comparison. Surrounding yourself with people that are your level and then people that are higher than your level, so that you see what's possible and stretch yourself to do bigger, better things. Now, I would say if you do have that trap of comparing yourself in a negative light, that's a clue, just like a hint that you need to work on just that relationship with yourself. Self-love, self-compassion, gratitude in what you do have, gratitude in what you are able to do, and then some inspiration of what might be next for you and what if you could do something. That's why goal setting is really so good for us. It's just to push ourselves, because if we sit around and we do nothing, then we don't ever go anywhere. And I don't think that's what we were created to do. I think we were created to see what we can do, how we can be more like those heroes in the Bible. I like to compare them. I think that's very healthy comparison, is to compare yourself to people that did great things in the world. You want to compare your character, like where am I lacking and where would I like to be? We've all had the bracelet before, like what would Jesus do? Comparing what you're doing with like what would Jesus do? That is healthy to really think about, what would that person do? What should I do? That is healthy comparison, but it comes from a place of love, not from like there's something wrong with me, because there is nothing wrong with any of us except for what we think is wrong with us, which doesn't even exist. We just make things up in our head when we do a comparison. And it's also like, I was thinking about this on my drive home, we tend to compare ourselves. Like if we're just starting out running, we compare ourselves to someone who is running a triathlon. That is not a good comparison. That's like apples to oranges, peaches to strawberries. They're like two different things. You can't compare yourself to really any other human being because we are all different. And that's what makes us all so great, because the awesomeness in you, I love and I respect. And the awesomeness in this other person, I just admire, and I want to be more like the people that I admire. That's where inspiration comes from, is your thoughts about other people and your thoughts about what you can do. It doesn't just come floating down the river toward you. Self-love doesn't come floating down the river to you either. No emotions do. It is from your thoughts, and that's from your thoughts about yourself and your thoughts about other people. So I would just do a check-in, like, what do I really think about myself? And why do I think that? Where did I come up with that? And decide on purpose that I'm not going to talk to myself in a negative way. I am only going to love myself, and I'm going to practice it in this month of February. Put on my conversational heart shirt and just figure out what is great about me. What do I have to be grateful for? And when your focus is on that, you're not going to care that someone else is running faster than you or doing something that appears to be better than you. That's the other problem. We just see other people's lives through their awards and their highlight reels on social media. That's not their real life. We all have a normal, average life. It's half amazing and half of it just stinks. And that's how it's created to be. So fighting against that will get us nowhere, but just figure out how to journal and love yourself, show gratitude for God of everything He's given you. That will help in comparing to other people, because you are worthy and you are amazing and you are such a fabulous mom, woman, wife, all of those things. You're doing everything just exactly like you're supposed to be doing them. You are great and you are loved. I will see y'all later.